All right, we're back. So I was having dinner and on the phone with my friend, and I felt my first earthquake. I've never felt an earthquake in my life, and it just literally shook the whole house. And yeah, it was kind of scary, but I don't know what it means. Well, I mean, just more. I guess it's more shit happening, or who knows. But this is what happened before the volcano erupted, and now this is what's happening now. So I didn't feel the one previously or the ones this week, but my mom did, and then this is the first time I have felt one. So yeah, first time. I'm almost 33 years old in like 2 hours, and this is my first earthquake. I'm not saying you want to have an earthquake, experience it, but yeah, especially when there's a volcano like this in the background. I mean, this thing is really going. I don't know if you can see it. It's like really spewing out. It's like almost unreal. Like you see science experiments and you try to make a lava cake or something, but it's nothing like truly seeing a volcano spewing out right now. This is what's happening. So it took a break this morning and this afternoon, but there was like lava ashes everywhere. But now it took a little nap and it's ready to go again, and it's going even harder than it was yesterday. Like it was very progressive, but now as soon as it got dark and I sat down, it was like boom, here we go, and then an earthquake. So I'm at a safe distance for sure. It's going down to another part of the island, but today I see the president of Spain is here, and the Coast Guard, the Army is all standing by. They were monitoring it, and the scientists from the island are here to monitor it. So if it gets too crazy, then of course they're going to do the evacuation, but they definitely have evacuated everyone in the immediate vicinity. Whoop, hello. But look at it. Wow, you can hear it. It's like a wave that doesn't crash, if that makes sense. Like it just sounds like the roar of the ocean, but it doesn't like have that finishing. It's just like constant roaring. So it's like, whew. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, this volcano hasn't erupted for 51 years. It's like back in the 1970s that it did, and I don't remember. I did this whole tour on it, but but now it's just kind of like, holy shit, it's like awake again. And just 5 days ago, me and my sister and my mom were hiking at this very point. We were just walking around like, oh, this is a volcano, it's never gonna erupt. And then a week later, it's like literally doing this. So it's the most exciting and scary thing you can see. Like, just to give you, there's also full moon, or I don't know if it's still full today, but to show you how far I am, I'm this far away. And then this is close up of what's happening. I'm still in shock that this is happening. Like each time I come out on my porch, I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, there's like a volcano erupting. Yep, no big deal. No big deal. No big deal. Like I've been to Hawaii and I've like sat on the crater of one and it was still smoking. And then I've also seen one from the ocean side where the lava was pouring into the ocean. But I've never been like there for the beginning and then now the second day of it burning. So like actually seeing it happen and like being on the same, erupting and being like this close. Like this is crazy. Once in a lifetime, I think. At least mine. So yeah, it's literally burning up everything. The animals are safe, the people are safe, but if they have any property that's gonna have to be rebuilt. So it's about last time I checked, it's about 2 kilometers from the coastline, the lava flow. So I don't know what this might increase the speed. So yeah. Evidently, if this creates a split in the island, then, which is highly unlikely right now, they're saying, but then it would cause a tsunami to hit the east coast of the USA. They're saying it's going to be pretty just contained within this area, so yeah. It's just crazy to see like the power of lava too, because there's like all these other videos and stuff to see. Like there's a house just there, and then as soon as the lava like touches the foundation, the house just like practically disintegrates into dust. It's quite crazy. So yeah. And the moon has a front row seat, and so do you. But yeah, it's really going. It's like a fountain now, for sure. That is not the glare of my camera. That is clear. That is just showering and showers of like, that's just pure lava popping out of that. So surprisingly, the air is still good because it goes off over the Atlantic, so it doesn't really. I haven't had any trouble breathing or anything like that, and I don't smell anything. I still smell the ocean because the ocean's behind me right now. But yeah, the wind is fairly good, so it just keeps. There's a constant wind. So it's usually just blowing it the other way. I don't know how it is for the other parts or surrounding that part, but at least, yeah, I can still breathe very well. And it's like interesting because the island is split in like multiple parts and like little villages and things. And like on my side of the island and this side, we're kind of like, I know it looks like I'm looking up, but it's actually more of a down. This is like more down or more south. And so we're kind of like much higher up, so we're looking down on it. But on this side of the island, everybody was just going to work and doing work as normal. And it's just kind of like so weird to see people just like working and like doing normal stuff. And then there's like this huge volcano just exploding today. So yeah, it's quite like interesting. You can hear all the sirens right now. And then I know they did a lot of reinforcements of the building. They came in our building and they did reinforcements of for the earthquakes like earlier this week. So Spain and the Spanish government has been like really on top of it. So we had like maybe like a week in advance to know like it's gonna happen. But of course I didn't believe it was gonna happen. I was just like, yeah, right. It's like gonna erupt. It hasn't erupted for so long. But then, yeah, my mom was like, oh, I would love to see a volcano erupt. And so this is a lesson in be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And this is proof. I'm definitely staying safe. Thank you guys. I've been getting a lot of amazing messages from people. I'm very calm because like, well, I've seen something like this before, but not like really in person, but I mean like this close, but I'm still far away that I'm out of the way of the volcano. We're just hoping that it doesn't awake the other ones because there's 5 live ones on here, and this is the youngest one and the one that tends to erupt the most. But if it awakens any of the other ones, then maybe I might be in trouble. I might leave that. But so far so good. Just not so far so good for anyone that has property in the wake of this. I am so curious to know if there is like actually volcano insurance when you live on like a volcanic island. I don't know, but I hope they have that because they're gonna need it. But I mean, also it's like the risk you take when you're like gonna, hey, let's build a house in under a volcano or on a volcano. I guess you have to think about that. At some point, whether the risk is big or small, then it still could blow like it is today. Oh my goodness. Like this is, oh my, I am just in shock right now. Like the camera is still not doing it like as much justice as I wish it would, but the colors and the things that I'm seeing with my own eyes is like insane. It's like a fire dance. It's like so crazy. Crazy is the understatement. It's a phenomenon. I don't. So most people, you probably can't see it, but most people are like walking their dog and on top of their roof like me, just being like, oh yeah, let's watch the volcano. I mean, it is a spectacular sight to see at night, but most people are out taking videos like I am and just being like, hey, look at this. Yeah, I don't know what it measured on the Richter scale of an earthquake, but like this thing shook. It was scary. It shook a lot. It shook everything. It was quite interesting. It's getting bigger and bigger. 51 years of steam built up under this. So now it's just letting it go. So like all the sulfur and stuff is going that way, and that dark space is the ocean. So it's going over the ocean. So it's blowing out, which is great. Because I know in some situations, like you can be over or consumed with the smoke and the sulfur and stuff like that, but and the gases. But they were testing the gases before to see what kind of gases are coming up. So we should be good because they didn't alert us for anything. So look at that. This volcano's hot, hot, hot. Like even my little fancy camera can't handle the colors and like the pure heat that's happening here. Like it's wow. It's even going harder than it was yesterday for sure. It's just going. Let's see if I can get a different angle. Just so you know, I'm like really far from it. So this is how far I am officially. And then, yeah. So in order to get to where this actually is, you have to drive about 48 to 50 minutes. Yeah, that's exact because it depends on how fast you're driving, but it's about a 50-minute drive from here and downhill. Well, around the mountain and then downhill. So yeah. Wow. So you're witnessing history, folks. Everyone's like, when are you leaving the island? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Because, I don't know, like the airport is so small and like, I think your best bet would be getting on a boat with the Coast Guard because it's quicker and I'm closer to the port than I am to the airport. The airport is on the other side of the island. I have to go around the volcano and yeah. So my best bet would be getting on a boat in the port with the Coast Guard. So I do have an exit plan, but it just may not be in the air. And then there's literally not enough planes to get everyone off this thing. Like our airport can't even hold like so many planes. So like it would need to be organized, very organized. So that's why the Coast Guard has been going around all day. They're circling the island. There's I think I saw at least four Coast Guard boats, and then also the Army is on the island. They are helping with evacuations, relocating the animals and their shelters for people who had to evacuate their homes. And I saw them bringing water and supplies and stuff, so everybody's good. It's just really sad if you have a property in this vicinity. And there's a lot of daredevils that are trying to get really, really close and get crazy footage, but I'm not that guy. I'm just gonna use my zoom. Just gonna use, oh shoot. Ooh. Okay, all right. So, wow. Okay, I don't know if that helps to see it like that, but just to see. I don't know if I should be nervous. Okay. Talk about an inferno. That is one if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I guess the quality would be a little bit better, but it's just showing how, I don't know if this phone was built to pick up volcanic activity. It's so hot, the infrareds. So I keep seeing all these like stock videos online and BBC and all this stuff, and it's like, it's interesting, but it's like ones that they're just like filtering around. Like it's a lot of changed. Look at that! Did you see that big explosion? Like it just got higher. Like wow! It's actually just went way higher. So everyone else there's some people using stock footage, but this is literally right now, happening right now. Like I'm standing on my roof. And maybe I should be, since there was an earthquake like maybe 20 minutes ago. But yeah, standing on my very top of my roof. Whoa, sorry, I'm back. Whoa. Mom, can you see it?
Yeah. Another full moon.
Well, I guess the full moon wants to show too. Wants to see this show. Boom. Even the dogs you hear the dogs going crazy. They're like, they know something's up. It's definitely more powerful than it was last night. It's constantly going. And
It's more powerful?
Yeah, it's more, it's exploding a bit more than it was last night. Maybe.
Like that little small earthquake was.
Yeah.
Gave more power.
All right, guys, I need to take a break because, because my arm is hurting. But it's getting bigger, and I'll keep you posted and as much as I can with this. Also, I'm gonna do a little something. Let me see here. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I mean, fuck, I just want to share the moment. It's fucking crazy. Excuse my French. It's wild. It's wild. It's very wild. And it's also amazing and scary and everything. All right. So that's it for now. I'm going to come back in a bit and give you some more volcano footage.